Meteorologist Kim Castro. Right now is what we like to call the calm before the storm. We're starting to see that drizzle, that cloud deck thicken. Things are going to change very quickly by this afternoon. We're going to start to see the rain pick up. We could see some thunder showers, and we're certainly going to experience a very sharp drop in temperatures. Check out the state of Texas already. 24 degrees right now in Amarillo, 23 in Lubbock, Midland 31, 30, San Angelo, Austin breaking into the 30s too, and you can see we're seeing a little bit of that wintry precip there for North Texas. Dallas seeing a little bit of that on reflectivity. Waco seeing some showers, potentially some sleet mixing in with that. But for us, just a light drizzle. We're awaiting the bigger rain chances as we head into this afternoon. You could see some wet spots on the road out there this morning and into this early afternoon. And by the time we hit right around 3-4 o'clock, that's when we'll start to see things ramp up. You can see the leading edge of that cold air behind the front there. Brenham 49 degrees. Columbus, you have dropped to 50 degrees. Bush hitting that high temperature. So we'll see those temperatures max out in the mid 60s for today. But typically we would see conditions continue to warm as we head into the 1, 2, 3 o'clock hour. We're going to see a reverse day. So the opposite effect. We're going to see those temperatures peak very early on in the day as they are right now, and then cooling off quickly behind that front. Conroe, you're sitting at 58 degrees right now. Huntsville 52. Tomball nice and comfortable 61. Same deal for Sugar Land. It's a rather comfortable feeling out there right now, so nothing to worry about, but don't let that catch you off guard. If you are just headed out for the day, make sure you're grabbing a heavy coat with you, a raincoat preferably, those rain boots, and an umbrella, because while it's very bearable and tolerable out there right now, it's not going to be the case as we head into this afternoon and into the early evening. 65 degrees right now at Bush. In fact, that's 4 degrees warmer than where we were yesterday, so a little bit misleading. The condensation process creating a little bit of a warm up. Misleading, I say, because remember, we're going to see those temperatures drop off quickly. We've got a north-northwest breeze right now at 13 miles an hour. That's also a bit of a deception because we will see that pick up too. So not only are we going to see cool temps, we're going to see some very breezy conditions as we head on throughout the day. 3 o'clock. 54 degrees. So already starting to see about a 10-degree drop from where we are right now. We'll shave off another 10 degrees or so as we head into the 6 o'clock hour. Those rain chances holding steady right around 50 to 60%. Now tonight we'll start to see those taper a little bit, and then we'll start to see that wind kick in. Wind mixing in with that cold air settling behind the front means those feels like conditions are going to be rather frigid. So let's take you through future track. Right around the lunch hour, we'll just continue to see what we're seeing right now. So a light drizzle, some light rain, pockets of maybe moderate rain as we head a little bit further west towards Columbus, Colorado County, Washington, Austin counties. You could potentially see a light rain start to settle in. Let's fast forward through time. 3 o'clock in the afternoon, that's when we start to see the model show the potential for those showers to give us some thunder shower activity. So potentially some heavier cells, especially towards our northern counties. So Huntsville, areas like Conroe, you could see a little bit more accelerated rainfall rates. Everybody else just looking to see light to moderate rain for this afternoon. All right, we'll take you to 4:30. We'll see that continue. So the best frame of time to see those showers pick up steam, 3 to around 4:30 this afternoon. After that, we'll start to see those showers start to diminish in their scope, so not as widespread, and their intensity also starting to diminish too. So 5:30, by the time you're headed home, you likely will run into some showers, so just make sure that you are packing your patience in, definitely giving yourself extra space between you and the car in front of you. Give yourself extra time to get where you're going if you are headed out tonight, although models show that rain is going to start to taper. Those roads are going to be wet, making for not the most favorable commute. Slick spots make it very dangerous to be out and about, so just keep that in mind. If you're headed to see Bun B's, H-Town's very own tonight, it's going to be very chilly. Yes, you're going to want to layer up, and you might not need the umbrella, especially by the time you're headed home, but you will certainly need to have your eyes on the road and make sure you are bundling up. So maybe even bring some gloves and a beanie. 38 degrees, but it feels like 20s, very low 20s by the time we are waking up tomorrow morning. I'll talk about those frigid feels like conditions for the start of our Saturday, but hour by hour you can see we're going to see temperatures really diminishing fast. So we take it from the low 50s already at 4 o'clock this afternoon into the very low 40s by 8 o'clock, and wind speeds holding steady. So that's something that is going to make it feel not very pleasant. 32 degrees, we're looking at a freeze waking up on our Saturday. Those temperatures only climbing into the 50s. Remember, this time of year we should be hitting right around 72 degrees. 65, so nice improvement on Sunday, but bear in mind if you've got plans early on Sunday, it's going to be another chilly start with temperatures in the low to mid 30s. That's what we're looking at right now. The jet stream dragging in all of that cold air from the north, and it really doesn't settle in until the later part of today and into early Saturday, and that's why temperatures will continue to drop. But why don't I leave you with a little bit of relief? The jet stream motion, after we get this front to pass through, instead of a valley, we'll start to see a peak. So we're going to see a nice little ridging system settle in, and that's going to kick up temperatures rather fast. So the recovery period will be nice. Until then, though, as that jet stream pushes along, as that front pushes along, things are going to be blustery. So windy for today. We do have an advisory issued area-wide until the lunch hour tomorrow. Sustained wind, 20 to 25 miles an hour, not out of the question to see some gusts get close to 40 miles an hour. And look at the scope of that wind advisory. Much of our state, much of Louisiana, portion of Mississippi, a portion of Alabama, much of Georgia seeing a wind advisory too, and those blues, those are freeze warnings. So they're also experiencing the very chilly effects of that front pushing through with the wind, with the cold air. For feels like conditions, it is going to be a little bit on the unbearable side here. Future track wind speed 16 miles an hour there for 4:30. Now that is sustained wind. Remember those gusts looking to get close to 30, some spots pushing 40 miles an hour. That's especially along the coastline. Galveston, you can even see your wind speeds push up to 45 miles an hour for this afternoon and this evening. So what is it going to feel like as we are headed out the door tomorrow? Well, it's going to feel like the very low 30s for most spots, a couple of areas getting into the 20s even. 42 degrees at Bush, and we'll continue to see those feels like conditions drop as we head into the morning. All right, we are going to see temperatures make a nice little rebound though. So 65 on Sunday, we'll take it into the mid and upper 70s even for Monday. So spring break, you don't have to be wary about it. I know today is kind of a downer. You might be thinking, oh boy, I hope this isn't the weather pattern for the start of spring break. It will shift very quickly. In fact, we'll hold in the 70s through the remainder of that 7-day forecast. We are watching radar viciously today, so make sure you stick with us. We'll be live at the noon hour for the 411, 5, 6, and 10 o'clock. We will see you then.